Anthony, tell me a little bit about what your life was like a year ago.
Very slow going, not much want to get up because of the pain, just kind of ruled my life for the last 4 years. It's really been dominating my life until we got together.
Okay, so back in what year did all the pain start? Tell us your story. Tell us what happened ages ago.
2007, at the beginning of the year, I got ran over by a forklift and just kind of sucked it up afterwards, and we went back to work, and that was a mistake I made, and it cost me many surgeries. And
so where did you get run over?
got my whole left calf.
Okay.
Ran over here, and after that it was a painful, never seemed like I was going to get better experience. I was diagnosed with many different symptoms and syndromes, and nothing really set ever. No doctor believed the other doctor. It was kind of tossed back and forth for the last 7 years has been until I...
So how many, you had some cysts.
I had
how many
two cysts. I had 2 cysts the size of avocados taken out of my leg the March after I got ran over.
Okay. And how many surgeries did you have total to put it all back together?
Oh, I've had about 6 surgeries done on me.
Okay. So what have you tried to control pain prior to coming to Dynamic Health?
I had my spinal cord stimulator implant put in me back in 2008 with no relief from that. Very little relief at the beginning, and then it just whittled off, and now it's got to be taken out.
So mostly pain meds?
Yes, any pain medication that any doctor would prescribe you, they tried on me, and that was a course of something I never want to go through again.
Yeah.
And I've eliminated all of them now with you, so.
Very good. So we had a lot of different technologies that we used. In your case was a workers' comp case.
Yes.
Right? And you were referred here by a physician.
Yes.
So that's how you met us, was your doctor actually referred you. And then we started to figure out where to start.
Yep.
Okay. So so tell us about the different technologies that you've done. Tell us about H-Wave.
H-Wave is, I've had the H-Wave units hooked up on me, and I've had great success in that. I was a little skeptical about it at first, but man, I come in for my back now just to get it done when it starts hurting. So yeah, it's done great work for there. It's really got my circulation reflowing. I think it's because of H-Wave that I'm able to move my ankle again, because it was locked in place for about 3 years.
So your leg was frozen?
Frozen, no feeling.
Is that a good description?
Pretty much.
Okay. Okay, so it was you didn't have good motor skills. You weren't able to move it.
I had no flexibility in my foot, very little.
And then what was the feeling like in your leg?
There was a numb feeling from the back of my calf all the way down to my toes. And then since then, we've had pins and needles. That was an experience. I haven't had pins and needles forever in my feet, and I could feel the feeling gradually starting to come back in my leg.
Mm-hmm. So when you go from numb to having good circulation and to having normal nerve conduction, that growing process is just like when you fall asleep with your arm. Does it feel a lot like that?
Yes, very similar.
But it doesn't go away.
No, it doesn't go away at all. Yeah.
Well, you're able to move your leg now.
Yes.
Is it 100%? Is it 50%? Where are you as far as being able to walk and move your leg?
As far as walking, I don't walk with a limp anymore. I used to walk with a pretty dominant limp, and that's what messed my spinal cord stimulator and everything up initially, was the limp that I had, and I don't walk with that limp anymore.
Okay. So you can put weight on it.
I can put weight on it. I've started exercising. I started eating better and doing things better the way I wanted to do things, because like I said, the pain ruled my life. It was a very controlling thing that I had.
Pain, and then you go from pain med to pain med, and that's your whole day.
Yeah.
So is there any pain still? It's okay to say that.
Occasionally I get, I mean, there's going to be pain. It hasn't been working right for so long, and now it's like rebuilding right now. So it gets more fatigued quicker than my other leg does, but I know within time it won't be like that.
Okay, so do you have any numbness left anymore?
Yeah, a little numbness still in the back of my calf here and in the bottom of my foot that we've worked on.
So what was your numbness a year ago?
Complete numbness. Like
Total numbness.
I had to retrain myself how to walk without feeling where I was stepping. Yeah, not having a feeling where you're stepping. That was a lot of the limp.
Like learning how to walk on a wooden leg or a prosthetic leg. Okay. Where is the inflammation? Where's the pain now?
The pain is mostly concentrated back here in the back of my calf.
Okay.
Before it would radiate all the way through into my back.
Okay.
And we got rid of that fairly quickly.
Yeah, that didn't take very long.
No, that didn't take long at all.
A couple weeks.
Yep.
So overall, how long have we been doing this?
Oh, jeez. I'm so terrible with
April?
timelines. It's April. I think we've been going on 8 months now.
Okay. So it took about, the last time I checked, we were 70-something different sessions.
Oh, I know at the beginning, you got to be committed to want to get better. That's one thing you have to be committed.
When you're starting with zero.
When you start with zero, you got to be committed to wanting to get better, because it was quite, but getting through that, about 70 sessions, yeah, I think that's where we're at.
About that. When we did the H-wave, because that's what we were talking about, when we did the H-wave, do you remember the session where your legs started to twitch? So it was you could just crank the power up as high as you wanted.
When it first started, yeah, I just cranked that thing up
and didn't feel anything.
And didn't have any feeling in it. But
right. So I remember one time Chrissy had worked on the H-wave, and you were like, look at this, and your foot was...
yeah, it started bouncing pretty good there, and now I barely have to turn that thing up.
And you get a good response from it right away. Contraction. So you had the cysts removed, those 2 big cysts.
Yeah.
And then you had some others.
Oh, I've developed a lot through the years, and that was the continual problem. That's what they kept saying was the initial problem with my pain, is those cysts are reoccurring and causing your pain in the back of your leg.
Right.
And I've had so many doctors, I'm not going to cut back into your leg again to remove little cysts, and it's pretty much just been turned down by doctor after doctor and just passed around until I found Dr. Ibsen, and he passed me on to you.
Okay. Well, when we first started working on your leg, you had about a dozen.
Yeah.
I think that's right. That's what I remember back. It's about a dozen cysts about the size of quarters.
Yeah.
All in the back of your leg. So run your leg hand down there. What is that?
We still got that one there. I still got that zinger that hasn't gone away yet.
That one zinger, and how big is it?
But he's not even pea size. Yeah, maybe pea size. And then I have a few, maybe granules, but those aren't even considered cysts, I don't think. I think that's scar tissue more than anything.
Just a little tiny bit left there.
I think there may be 3 left in there, but you got to find them.
Yeah, we got to dig for them now.
Yeah.
As opposed to where they were before.
It wasn't like last time.
Right. So the H-wave helped rebuild that muscle and get some of that old scar tissue out of there.
And it broke whatever that was causing the cyst to redevelop in that area. It stopped that from doing.
Okay.
I don't know what it's done to. Maybe the circulation in the area instead of avoiding that hole where they took them out.
Well, and it rebuilt the nerve.
And conduction. The nerve, okay.
The nerve conduction, and so you can move it. That's a pretty good thing. Tell us about the hyperbaric oxygen chamber. What's it like in there? What does it feel like in there?
I was quite nervous at first because if you're claustrophobic, it can be a little hairy, but it's nothing bad at all. It's actually really relieving. I usually just sleep. It's my peace time to take a nap, and
feels good.
It feels. It's unexplainable how well you feel when you get out of it. You just everything, the whole stress of everything has just been lifted off you. You feel wonderful when you get out of it. You really do.
Good energy.
Yeah. I get up and get going.
A lot of people, myself included, I have a fabulous energy boost from climbing in there, and I think that part of the success that you've had is because the oxygen saturates that fluid with the oxygen chamber saturates the fluid with oxygen, and then you're able to really get the benefit and get some energy to the cells that are damaged. So that's been I think a helpful thing that made the H-wave work better.
Oh, I agree. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah. And it's an anti-inflammatory, so it helped keep that nerve pain knocked.
And that's one thing that's really stopped was I haven't had really any more swelling at night. I used to wake up at night, my leg was always, when I first came here, my leg was always swollen up at night when I'd lay down. I haven't had that happen.
I forgot about that. I forgot about the swelling. I really did, totally forgot. Tell us about biofeedback.
Another thing that you're skeptical about when you get it hooked up, and then it does its work, and it's amazing. Like the biofeedback has been. I just can't explain the biofeedback. It's the whole different realm.
Well, it's been a deep thing for you. It really penetrated to some core issues for you.
Yep.
And was able to get you out of things that you weren't able to get out of before. I think it had a lot to do with getting off the pain medications, and it's a great pain management tool, would you say?
Yeah. And just helping you know, like, the things it knows about you, that's how you know it's so real. You feel it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. What type of people do you think would benefit from coming to Dynamic Health Technologies?
Anybody that's been told by somebody else that they can't do anything with you. Okay. You know, anybody. I refer to any. I mean, that biofeedback, he'll tell you if there's something wrong with you or not. You know,
right.
It's for about anybody that has, you know, if they've lost any choices where else to go and they just don't think they have anything else to go, come here before that happens to you, you know.
Yeah. I think that, you know, the sooner we get
the sooner, yeah. If I would have been here 7 years ago, it would have been
piece of cake. A month.
Yep.
A month.
But you know, you definitely need to get the word out there, because people need to get here right when something happens. Like,
it's a little easier. But I think there's a lot of people that have gone through a lot of different things.
I mean, there's so many people out there that have been turned down over and over again too, that need to get out here as well.
And find out how their body knows how to heal.
Yeah.
So that's what we try to do, is help people help their body heal itself. So every technology just works with the body to accelerate. In other words, eventually that might have been something you could have done on your own if you were really, really diligent. But instead of in 8 months like we've been, it would have been
probably years. I mean, I don't think I ever would have came around to trying to do the things I've done now. I mean, like I said,
I'm kind of given up on trying to.
Yeah, I had been given up on. I just, you know, I was convinced that I was disabled, like every doctor has told me. But not no more. You know. Now, I'm employed full time and loving it. It's been an amazing experience I've had. It's been a huge turnaround in the last year.
Good, very good. So you're able to support your family now, and you have wife and kid, and
yep,
and able to work for them. So that's been very good.
Oh yeah.
Very good. And no more pain meds?
Nope. I haven't been on pain meds for almost a year now.
Long time. 7 months, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Well, it's been a pleasure. We've had so much fun watching you progress when it was not, we didn't think it was an option. But we just went to work, and you showed up all the time and made the commitment, and I think that that's really paid off for you.
Thank you, Carol.
You're welcome.